Like these people, a lot of them probably should be banned because they probably are watching Stake, but some of them probably could be on an alternate platform. I don't I don't know. I've never been on this side of Twitch before. That's Stake. Like, or is it Stake? I don't even know. I don't even know. But just Eddie, just make your Gamba legitimate, and you can get right back on Twitch. Okay. So this is cringe content that I curated because there's two beautiful ladies in chat right now who I know will have this expense in their future. Will have this expense in their future. Apparently, a bride-to-be got asked to leave a tip while procuring her wedding dress. America, you need to get your tipping culture under control. This is freaking ridiculous. So let's listen to this creator's story together. All right.
Really quick, I want to talk about tipping culture and the weirdest
It's out of
place
control.
you've ever been asked to tip. Really quick. I went shopping for my wedding dress like a week and a
Yes,
half ago.
those
and
are
I
cheap.
ended up finding my dress at the first store that I went to.
That's not cheap.
I'm not joking. When I went to go pay, they flipped their little iPad around and it asked for a tip. When I tell you,
Who
like, I full on froze.
is tipping?
I stood there and I think they saw like the blood leave my body. I did not expect to have to like tip buying a wedding dress. And mind you, the store was empty. Like, it was me, my best friend, and then the 3 people that worked there. I think one was the owner and then just 2 stylists or something. So It was just empty. It was just them 3 at the front and then me just paying. And I think my best friend was to the side, like, looking at more dresses.
Like, what service did
So,
they
like, I
provide?
just kind of stood there, and luckily I speak a different language, and my best friend bought a wedding dress at a different store, like sometime last year. So in a different language, I looked at her and I said, "Hey, did you tip when you bought your wedding dress?" And she was
Who
like,
does that?
"No." And then I was like, "Did they ask you to tip?" And she said, "No." So then I was like, "Oh my god, like, I really don't think you're supposed to be tipping when you buy like a wedding dress." So I'm just kind of like standing there trying to do math in my head because the dress is already expensive, right? And
Yeah, like what percent?
10% on like a $1,500, $2,000 dress is like another $200. And if the dress is even more, you're paying a couple $100s, which I guess if you can afford like a $10,000 dress, maybe a tip isn't that big of a problem. But
no, that's still a lot of money.
Can't, right? Like, my mom's the one who paid for my dress. I was just the one that was paying for it on my Amex, trying to get those points.
Amex.
Anyway, I just stood there, and so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna tip a couple $100s because that's a lot. And again, why am I tipping at a bridal store?
Exactly.
So then I'm doing
Why?
math, and I'm
Why?
like, maybe I'll just like press custom and
Scooch!
which is like almost embarrassing. But I'm like, also,
Scooch! Welcome back, Scooch. Welcome. Actually, if you guys didn't know, we have another Gato who is another streamer. So I think. Oh, I should have probably got my shout out train, but let me do this one real quick, and then I'll do my shout out train after. So I was watching Scooch earlier today. Scooch is also a VTuber. What is he playing? I don't even know what he's playing. Oh, last he was playing Portal 2, but I don't know what that game was. But Scooch is actually a TTS streamer. We just watched about TTS streamers on the YouTube video that we did on, or the VTuber video we did on Saturday, I think, or Sunday. And that's kind of cool. I think it's cool because, let's say you don't even want to put your voice out there and stream. You don't have to. TTS empowers you to be able to still communicate with your chatters via voice, being a text-to-speech voice. So yeah, if you want to check out a text-to-speech streamer, check out Scooch's channel. So, I was actually watching him play the new Portal. I didn't even know there was a mod. It's technically like a whole nother game. Like, it's technically a prequel in some people's eyes. But I don't know the controversy of why it's considered a mod. Maybe Valve was like, this is not sanctioned since it's fan created. I don't know. But they still let it go on their store as a mod? I'm so confused. I don't know the lore behind it, but it looked pretty cool. It adds more levels, more content, and new mechanics. So if you guys haven't checked out, if you loved Portal and Portal 2, you will love Portal Revolution. Yeah, Valve is cool with that. Yeah, they were cool with it being a mod. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty fun. See? Yeah, check the game out. I definitely am going to check it out. I don't know if I want to stream it because I go psycho with Portal, and every person that I've ever played Portal in front of gets motion sickness real fast when I play. But we'll see. Maybe I'll stream it, maybe I won't. But yeah, check it out. You can check it out on Scooch's channel.
If you guys think your stylist deserves a tip, why don't
Oh,
you just
Scooch, we're watching a video on a bride and how the tipping culture in America is out of control. They just flipped over the iPad to her and are asking her how much she would like to tip on her $2,000 dress. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, Scooch. You're great, Gato. I appreciate you being here.
Commission instead of asking me to tip.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
wrong. Like, have any other brides ever tipped when they bought their wedding dress? I don't know. Maybe I'm being kind of weird, but I just don't feel like that was like a service that I guess she brought dresses out to me, but I did that when I worked at stores. Like, I just got commission off selling clothes to people. It wasn't.
Yeah, why is it a commission?
At a retail store, I don't know. Tipping is kind of weird lately.
Like, why would you tip? So, remember, the origins of tipping is to ensure promptness. It's how the rich in the Gilded Age would be able to go to a public restaurant, slip the person that seats people money so that they skip the line. Used to do it at the front of the transaction. Why are we giving money at the end of the transaction? It's sad that the employer only incentivizes to get their staff to work hard is tipping, not better wages, bonus, etc. Exactly. Like, you Americans and you humans just need to get. Yeah, exactly. It isn't that commission is for. Exactly, Speech. Like you Americans just need to abolish tipping. Like, and humans, like, just get rid of it. Like, it is not beneficial. Like, nobody is enjoying it. Nobody enjoys it. Like, the people that work there hate it because they feel like if they so much as sneeze in the wrong direction, they're losing their tip. The people tipping don't like doing it because they're like, oh crap, how much am I supposed to tip? Why am I supposed to tip? Should I tip? What should I tip? And then, like, it's also a math and logistical nightmare for the people that are employing with the tipping culture. Like, the only thing that it does is for restaurant people. It saves the restaurant owners wages, essentially. They could go, and then for the people receiving those tips, if you tip cash, they're more likely not to report that, and that goes directly into what I feel like is happening. Is I feel like you humans in, the non 1% classes are feeling the inflation more and more, and are feeling like everybody's underpaid. So you guys are trying to subsidize each other with your own wages. When the real issue is that there is too much money going to the 0.0001%. Like, the top 1% is getting way too much money and they're not sharing it. And now you guys are coming up with new ways to try to give each other more money. It doesn't feel good. Nobody enjoys it. Yup. Like, just pay these people livable wages. And this doesn't have to be a thing. But like I said, there's some ladies in the chat that this is on the horizon, and I would be mortified if they're expected to tip on a transaction as expensive as a wedding dress. Like, weddings are already stupid expensive these days. Like, stupid expensive. Like, we're just gonna keep racking up the bills for these people. It's awful. It's awful. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Is I want to. I should have added a marker. Fuck. I want to add more. Like, I want to do a cringe content, and then I'm adding another stream marker, and I'm going to do Giga Chad content.
We talk about tipping culture
Oops.
and
Yes.
the weirdest.
Stupid. This is stupid. Okay. So after Pete's interview, I had a thought, and I was like, we need to celebrate Giga Chad energy more. And it doesn't necessarily need to be just dudes. Like, We need to celebrate when even ladies are being true Giga Chads. And so I want to. Wedding culture is dumb too. Price of anything wedding related goes up 10%. Yes! Yes, it does, Lainey. You want a photographer for a children's birthday party? Couple $100. You want a photographer for a wedding? Several $1,000s. I'm eloping for sure. Makes sense, lady. Save that money for an awesome honeymoon or whatever. So